Hey, I just want to remind everyone, you're never too old to love good music. And I'm not too old for BTS. So, for all you haters out there, back off.
I'm giving an army bomb away for free.
I purple you.
If you think BTS fans are just teenage girls, think again. Because today, that idea is about to change.
Army!
In this video, we're diving into a completely different side of BTS that no one really talks about. We're talking about fans in their 50s, 60s, 70s, even 90s.
Put a finger down if you've ever been told you're too old for BTS. Put a finger down if you're over 20. Put a finger down if you're over 30. Put a finger down if you're over 40. Put a finger down if you're over 50. And put a finger down if you're over 60 and BTS makes you happy.
Real people with real stories. You'll see how BTS has been a source of comfort for older fans who feel alone, how their music has helped people battling illness, and how they've given hope to so many in tough times. This is the beautiful, untold story. If you want to skip straight to the main part, jump to... But before that, I want to share something important, especially for younger viewers. See, life isn't the same for everyone. As we get older, we lose energy, motivation, and sometimes even independence. Some people are lucky to have family by their side, but others have to go through it alone. And that can be really lonely. At that point, all anyone needs is a reason to keep going. And here's the amazing part. BTS gives that reason. Their music, their videos, their message, it brings comfort and purpose to so many. For some, BTS is the reason they're still here today.
Boom, bam, bam, bop, bada bop, boom.
A few days ago, I posted a video and the comment section exploded with emotional stories from fans in their 60s, 80s, even 90s. Their words will move you to tears. Hearing how BTS helped them through their hardest moments proves just how powerful their impact really is. If you're a true ARMY, hit that like button and subscribe in 3, 2, 1. BTS saved this woman's life. Lydia, a 62-year-old ARMY, was going through cancer treatment. It was a tough time. She felt hopeless and exhausted. We all know how hard cancer can be, both physically and emotionally. She was struggling, feeling lost and down. But during her treatment, she started watching BTS videos every single day. Their music, energy, and positivity brought her comfort and joy, even in her worst moments. And little by little, they helped her keep going. After 9 long months, she finally made it through and was able to go back to work. This is just one of many inspiring real stories people shared in the comments of my last video. Stories of how BTS has changed lives, even at an older age. They are not old ARMY, we call them Silver ARMY. Deb is one of the Silver ARMY. She is 68 years old and a proud BTS ARMY. But her family thinks she's crazy for being such a big fan at her age. Still, that doesn't stop her. BTS brings her happiness and love every single day, and that's all that matters. Paul's story is pretty cool. She's 55 and has a big dream, to visit South Korea. But here's the smart part. She's already learning Korean using an app so she can talk to people when she gets there. ARMYs are seriously clever. Alpha has a problem. She's 66 and has trouble sleeping at night. But every time she goes to bed, she plays BTS songs, and just like that, she feels calm and drifts off to sleep peacefully. Amzi shared her story, and it's truly inspiring. She's 50 now and from the Philippines, but back in 2019, when she was 45, the world went into lockdown and she lost her job. She had no idea what to do during such a hard time. That's when she discovered BTS. Their music and energy helped her get through those tough days. She felt lonely, but BTS became her comfort. She didn't even know much about K-pop before, but somehow BTS changed her life. Believe it or not, Grace is turning 80 this year, and she's a huge Jungkook fan. She first discovered BTS through Jungkook's song, Dreamers, and from that moment on, she never stopped listening to him. She loves all the BTS members, but let's be real, Grace is completely obsessed with Jungkook. And honestly, who could ignore such a charming pop star? We've got a 60-year-old baby ARMY here. Maria from Manila recently became a BTS fan, and she has one big wish: to see them perform live in her hometown. Since traveling to another country for a concert isn't easy for everyone, she hopes that one day BTS will come to her city so she can finally see them in person. Raya is a huge BTS fan, and she dreams of seeing them live. but traveling abroad for a concert is just too expensive for her. She lives and breathes BTS. When they cry, she cries too. The concert tickets might be out of her budget, but her love for them is priceless. Not everyone can afford to go to BTS concerts, but Mary is one of the lucky ones. She's 72, and a few years ago, her granddaughters introduced her to BTS. Ever since then, she's been hooked. She loves their music so much that she's even been to 3 of their concerts in San Antonio. How awesome is that? TX is also one of the luckiest ARMY who's going to J-Hope's concert this week. Stacy is a one-of-a-kind ARMY. She's 74 and a true collector. She's got everything from BTS dolls to keychains. Her BTS journey started during the FIFA World Cup when she discovered Jungkook, and she's been a fan ever since. She tried to pick a favorite member, but it's just too hard. They're all amazing. But if she had to choose, she connects with Taehyung's music a little more than the rest. Carrie's story is pretty incredible. Before she found BTS, she was struggling with alcohol addiction. She wanted to change, but addiction isn't easy to beat. She tried and failed so many times. Eventually, she started losing hope in herself. But then she discovered BTS. Their music and lyrics inspired her, and she found a community filled with love and support. Her addiction to alcohol slowly turned into an addiction to BTS, and for the first time in a long time, she started loving herself again. Believe it or not, she hasn't touched alcohol or any substances in 6 years. That's the power of BTS. They truly change lives. Jane's story is truly heartbreaking. She's 87 years young and probably one of the oldest BTS ARMYs out there. She's been following BTS since 2015, way before they became global superstars. But one day, she lost her daughter, and her whole world shattered. Losing someone you love is a pain that never really goes away. She was completely devastated, heartbroken, and alone. It was the hardest time of her life. But BTS gave her hope. Their music helped her find a reason to keep going, and now, even at 87, she's cherishing life again. Just reading her story brought tears to my eyes. Nellie's story is something so many people can relate to. She's 75 now, but 6 years ago, when she was 69, she felt completely lost and alone. In her own words, she was just sitting on her couch, waiting for her last breath. But then, one night while watching SNL, she came across a group she had never heard of before. BTS. And in that moment, something inside her changed. For the first time in a long time, she felt joy. She felt happiness. She still remembers the way BTS made her feel during the hardest time of her life. They gave her the motivation to start living again. BTS truly finds you when you need them the most. From Asia to Africa, from Europe to Japan, you'll find BTS ARMY everywhere. No matter the city, no matter the age, gender, or background, ARMY is truly worldwide. Even younger ARMYs have been amazed to see how many older fans are part of this fandom, and they've been showing so much love and respect to the Silver ARMY. That's what older BTS fans are called. It's been incredible to see younger fans moved and inspired by the powerful stories shared by these senior ARMYs. Hearing all these stories from around the world is truly special. As an ARMY myself, I feel honored to listen to your experiences, and I can't tell you how much they have inspired me. Through the good times and the bad, no matter how young or old, BTS has always been there for ARMY in every way possible. If you want to hear more real stories like these, we need to get this video to as many people as possible. That way, more fans can share their experiences, and I can continue telling their stories to the world. So don't forget, like this video, share it with an ARMY friend, and subscribe. It really keeps me motivated to make more videos. And most importantly, drop your BTS story in the comments. I just might feature it in the next part. Michael's story is a little sad, but really inspiring. She has a disease called lupus, which is a long-term condition where the immune system attacks the body by mistake, causing inflammation and damage. Because of this, she spends a lot of time in the hospital and often feels really down. Sometimes she even feels like crying. But thanks to BTS, she never feels too worried about her condition. They always find a way to make her smile, even on her hardest days. Meet Teresa, a 59-year-old proud baby ARMY who discovered BTS in July last year, and they've been her happiness ever since. To her, BTS isn't just a group. They're her happy pill, bringing joy and comfort every day. Even though she only started collecting BTS merch recently, she treasures everything she can afford. And one of the biggest moments of her journey, attending her very first BTS concert with J-Hope. Seeing him live on stage was overwhelming. She cried with joy that night, and again the next day because she didn't want to leave. Now she's even more excited to see the whole group, especially her bias, Jungkook, with Taehyung as a close second. BTS is a part of her daily routine. She watches them before bed and first thing in the morning. But Teresa isn't stopping there. She's planning to join a Korean class nearby and has big dreams of traveling to South Korea in the next year or two. Her love for BTS has opened up a whole new world, and she's ready to embrace every part of it. This is Nancy, a 73-year-old devoted BTS fan who proudly calls them her boys. She spends her days on YouTube, watching their performances, fan videos, and listening to their music from morning till night. Living alone, BTS keeps her company and brings her joy. She even prays for them every day. Her bias? Jimin, when he's on stage, she can't take her eyes off him, but she loves all 7 members deeply. One of her biggest dreams is to attend a BTS concert, but it's just not possible financially. Still, she supports them in every way she can and is eagerly waiting for their military discharge. Nancy knows BTS has the most incredible fan base, ARMY, and she's proud to be part of it. Sending love from the USA, she'll be cheering for BTS every step of the way. Elaine says she's a proud 56-year-old ARMY who wishes BTS could see this video and truly understand the impact they have on people of all ages. She discovered them 5 years ago during one of the darkest times in her life, and their music and message helped her through it. Now she's eagerly waiting for the day she can see them in person, whether it's this year or when they reunite for their world tour. No matter how long it takes, she'll be right there, cheering them on. Capri says she's 68 years young and only recently discovered BTS, but they've already become her daily dose of happiness. Every day she watches their videos on YouTube, making them a big part of her routine. With Jimin as her bias, she's started collecting Chimmy merch, but her love extends to all 7 members. As a new subscriber, she's excited to watch more and can't wait for all the videos to come. Meet Libby and her incredible 96-year-old mom, both proud ARMYs. Almost 97, her mom isn't just a fan. She's living proof that BTS brings people of all ages together. She's been to several BTS documentaries and loved every moment. But that's not all. She has over 30 ARMY pen pals from around the world, including a close friend who's still in high school. They write to each other every week. Her bias? Namjoon, of course, and she even has blankets with him and the rest of the guys on them. It all started in 2019 when Libby's daughter introduced them to BTS, and they never looked back. Her mom is a true trooper, waking up in the middle of the night for live concerts, traveling over 3 hours just to see BTS documentaries, and collecting as much merch as she can. But her biggest dream? Seeing BTS live. And Libby, along with their whole family, is determined to make that dream come true. Hildred says she's 68 and absolutely loves BTS. They have brought so much joy into her life, and she can't wait for the day they reunite. Since discovering them last year, BTS has become part of her daily routine, watching their performances, stories, and pictures on YouTube. She thinks they're truly fantastic. She proudly calls herself ARMY because she stands by them and won't tolerate any negativity or disrespect toward them. Most importantly, she keeps all BTS members and ARMY in her prayers. Olympia is 70 years young and a proud member of the Grey Army. She had everything set, tickets, flights, and a hotel, all ready for her first BTS concert. But then the world came to a stop as the pandemic hit, and that dream was put on hold. She remembers how deeply BTS felt the pain of not being able to perform, a sadness that even those who didn't know them could sense. But through it all, their message of love and self-love has continued to inspire and fill hearts everywhere. No matter her age, Olympia is still holding on to her dream and looking forward to finally experiencing a BTS concert one day. These comments show just how inspiring and impactful BTS is for older armies. It's amazing to hear such positive stories from all over the world. As an army, I feel so proud to be part of this fandom.